The famous singer Zayn Malik has left Islam. Or has he? Was he ever a Muslim? Let's find out. I'm Abdullah Samir. I'm an ex-Muslim. I was Muslim for 15 years and then I left Islam. Why did I leave Islam? What was it in the Quran that caused me to leave this religion? You can find out all of this on my blog, abdullahsamir.com. Now, back to the topic at hand. Some Muslims are quite upset that Zayn Jawad Malik, aka Zayn, has publicly stated that he's not Muslim any longer. Some are saying he was never Muslim in the first place. Some are saying it's his choice whether he wants to be Muslim or not. Many people are angry with him, saying they're going to delete their songs, they're not going to attend any more of his shows, they're basically going to boycott him because he said he's not Muslim anymore. Here are some Muslim reactions to him leaving Islam.
Lina Sameh says, disappointed but not surprised. Ala says, LOL, I don't know why people are so mad about this. Haven't even thought of him as a Muslim before. You don't just become a Muslim because you have Muslim parents. He's a musician after all. People should be a fan of his music, not his religion. Ishal says, am I surprised? No. A person who smokes, drinks, dates, parties, has every inch of his body filled with tattoos is probably not a Muslim. And Ahem, One Direction, sorry Zayn Malik, you lost a fan and you've let fame to your head. Abbas. Hosai says, I feel really sorry for you, Zayn Malik, because it is only your loss, not anyone else's. It's true no one is going to share your grave with you, and you are still responsible of your own actions. But still, I wish God guides you to the right path. Ameen. Abez Hussein says, we all know Zayn Malik has started to become an Illuminati. Well, that's what they're trying to make him into. I'd rather leave pathetic lowlifes like Zayn Malik than Islam. There will be a time when non-Muslims will become Muslims and Muslims as non-Muslims, and this is it. Feels. Hashtag. Sufi says, Zayn Malik didn't leave Islam. Islam left him. Zara says, to all the Muslim on Twitter, Zayn Malik, this guy is a nasty scholar on Islam, so kindly please unfollow him from everywhere, from Twitter, Insta, Facebook, everywhere. He must have seen the place where he belongs and belongs to hell. Go die, Zayn Malik. Muhammad Ali says, there is no compulsion in religion. Zayn Malik may have left Islam, but it isn't our job to attack him with insults and derogatory comments. May Allah the Almighty guide him. Zayn Malik, why publicly announce that you are leaving Islam? Why criticize aspects of the religion while doing it? Why not keep your religion, or rather lack of, private? Such a tacky, disrespectful, attention-seeking thing to do. Zayn Malik is an entertainer. Just because you like his songs or connect with him doesn't mean he owes you something. He doesn't have to represent any ethnic identity or religious groups either. Let him be. And Elizabeth Fear writes, canceling Zayn Malik? If you only liked him because he was apparently Muslim equals weird plus very intolerant. Same industry, just now not Muslim. But he didn't talk about faith before. His beliefs is his business. You either do or don't like his music. Not a fan, but each to their own.
Let me say this. If there's something I like about Zayn, it's this. He wrote in his book, I want to leave my mark in a way that feels honest and authentic. I want to be known as someone who isn't afraid to do what he wants to do, no matter what other people might say or think. Now let's look and see whether he was actually Muslim or not. In July 2017, Teen Vogue has an article called Zayn Malik Opens Up About Being a Muslim. In the Evening Standard, Zayn Malik is interviewed about being raised as a British Muslim. Malik grew up in the working-class Bradford neighborhood of East Bowling, where his father, Yasser, a British Pakistani, raised their 4 children, Zayn and his 3 sisters, while his wife, Trisha, were converted to Islam when she married Yasser, worked as a chef. The only son is now the most high-profile British Muslim in the entertainment industry. Zayn says, I take a great sense of pride and responsibility in knowing that I am the first of my kind from my background, he says. I'm not currently practicing, but I was raised in the Islamic faith, so it will always be with me. And I identify a lot with the culture, but I'm just me. I don't want to be defined by my religion or cultural background. In August 2011, Zayn tweeted the Shahada, the declaration of faith. There's also a video of him saying Salam alaikum and Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, it's Zayn here. I just want to say a massive hello to everybody at Albans Girls' School, and I'll meet you soon, inshallah.
He also tweeted Eid Mubarak several times over the years. Zayn, in his book published in November 2016, has a chapter titled God Willing, Inshallah. He writes, over time, being from a multi-ethnic background became something I was proud of. It taught me the importance of accepting people for who they are, no matter what their background. My mom, Trisha, who is Irish by descent, only became a Muslim once she met my dad. And even though it wasn't something she'd grown up with herself, she made sure that we all learned about the faith. She was so committed to it that she worked as a halal chef in a school near to where we lived. I think I must have read the Quran 3 times growing up, thanks to her. She also made sure we went to the mosque at weekends. I'm proud of my beliefs, of the way I live my life. My mom and dad have taught me well in that respect. They gave me a firm foundation for learning how to be a good and tolerant person. People seem quite keen to make something of the fact that I'm Muslim. I was brought up with a good sense of morals, and that's all down to my mom and dad. But I generally try not to make a big deal of my religion or start talking about my political opinions in public. Now, it's pretty clear that he was a Muslim. Not necessarily the most religious Muslim, but definitely he identified as a Muslim. Both his parents identified as Muslims as well. He read the Quran multiple times, he celebrated Eid, and he had other religious markers such as the way he talked. Now, did he leave Islam? In an interview with Vogue magazine in November 2018, it stated, Zayn is routinely touted as Britain's most famous Muslim. Does he count himself as especially religious? He stated, to be honest, I've never spoken publicly about what my religious beliefs are. I'm not professed to be a Muslim. Would he call himself a Muslim now? No, I wouldn't, he says thoughtfully. I believe whatever people's religious beliefs are is between them and whoever or whatever they're practicing. For me, I have a spiritual belief of there is a God. Do I believe there's a hell? No. I don't believe you need to eat a certain meat that's been prayed upon a certain way. I don't believe you need to read a prayer in a certain language 5 times a day. I don't believe any of it. I just believe if you're a good person, everything is going to go right for you. So why would he come out now after not talking about his religious beliefs and say that he's no longer a Muslim? Well, clearly it was important enough to him that he wanted to say it at the risk of losing his Muslim fans, angering them, and losing ticket sales and revenue. For someone that's in a high-profile public position who has really nothing to gain about saying he's not Muslim, he actually came out and said that he's no longer a Muslim. To me, that takes a lot of courage and big respect for someone that in his position is able to come out and say that. I know other ex-Muslims who are either artists, photographers, and they don't want to come out and tell people that they're not Muslim because it'll hurt their business. And there's really no benefit to them, right? There's no benefit to saying that. Yet Zayn Malik, he took a stand and he said what he believed in, like he said before. Does Zayn know what he's rejecting? Well, he's not a scholar, right? But he did read the Quran several times. That means he knows enough about Islam that he can decide for himself whether this is something that he believes in or he doesn't believe in. But does he really know if Islam is false? Well, why do we even ask that? We don't ask people when they convert to Islam, did you read the Quran cover to cover several times? Do you have a doctorate in Islamic studies? Do you know the Arabic language? Do you know morphology of Arabic grammar? No, we don't ask that. But when someone leaves Islam, suddenly they have all these expectations about what they need to know. But when you convert to Islam, like when Sinead O'Connor converted to Islam, nobody's questioning, does she really know what Islam is? But Zayn knows. He read the Quran 3 times before leaving Islam. We can't know for sure if he sat down and researched in detail whether Islam is false, but we do know for sure that this is important enough for him that he's willing to bear the cost of publicly saying he's not a Muslim. As he said in his book, I want to leave my mark in a way that feels honest and authentic. I want to be known as someone who isn't afraid to do what he wants to do, no matter what other people might say or think. Leaving Islam shouldn't be a big deal, but it's damn difficult. The costs of leaving Islam range from losing your family, being ostracized, being shunned, being kicked out of the community, sometimes even physical violence or even death. We should applaud him for his decision to stand firmly for his values. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please consider supporting me. You can go to abdullahsamir.com/support for more details. Thanks for watching. Give a thumbs up for Zayn Malik standing up for his values and saying what he believes in, no matter what the consequences are. We need more people like that today.